All right, so now at the Trend Live, hashtag TTTT, we've got our panelists here. Hey, guys.
Yes.
I was like,
We missed you. It's been a while.
What are we waiting for?
Thank you. I don't know, ilifanyika.
Yeah.
I don't know if this has ever happened to you guys. So mimi nimeenda hosi kuangalia shida nyingine. Daktari akaona tu aniambie. Shida zile zingine pia niko na.
Uko nayo.
Wewe niambie. Mimi nimeona kitu different. Ameniambia hiyo kwa sasa uko sawa, lakini sijui kama ulikuwa umeona hii na hii. I was
mimi nishaambia mwingine tufocus na hii kwanza.
You know that is like that meme that was going around that the landlord wanna argue na the tenant. Then the landlord goes, hata gari yako ni alone and so he tells you your other problems.
Focus na nyumba.
No. Hiyo inaingiliana aje? Na nyumba. Demu yako tu juzi alikuacha hiyo yote. Kwa sasa I was so scared, man, but it's been a long week. You have to give thanks for the gift of life. You know, we don't think about our health enough. We should. We really should.
It's the best thing that we got.
It really is. You know what else is bad?
What?
Smoking.
Yes.
Perhaps marijuana.
You think so?
Are you speaking from experience, Amina?
He said back in the day. Him and Waititu. I'm so sure Waititu, whatever he was like, Sasa, Mimi, nimeingia huku aje. Why? But you guys, I mean, you saw the video. It went viral. It was an interview that he had done with Jeff Koinange. And did you know he decided to discuss?
Open up his heart. Say a few burdening things.
And, you know, talk TBTs. Unajua ilikuwa
alafu immediately after hapo Jeff akasema it's Jeff.
Smoking.
I don't know.
Alikuwa amesadasadio smoking ya nini?
What made me happy is Bangi has a very weird way of getting itself out.
We didn't know.
So Bangi was like, oh, uko kwa TV. This is the moment.
Bangi was back with the band.
Bangi was back with a bang.
True story.
That is true. It was so, but I mean, you know, okay, so this is the thing. We have a lot of young people who are, you know, consuming marijuana.
Yes.
And in as much as we've heard of a lot of health benefits, and we've heard of it how, you know, it makes you think, and all of these other things that we Jarasafari, we hear about them. However, you know, it's very different. If someone who is in a position of power admits to it, then you feel, I mean, I'm not that badly off. I could be governor.
But
nitaacha. Yes,
no. The fact is, you know, the fact is, when he's admitted that when he was in office, he, you know, he took marijuana in the toilet, no less.
Wait, stop. Yes. So I feel like it's a bit of an admission. That you went against, is it article, was it chapter 6? Yes, chapter 6 of the Constitution that talks about integrity.
Leadership
and all
and integrity.
So you're like, I just took this shredded to the corner and, you know, and here I am talking about
that context.
No.
Okay.
But you know, I'm asking myself, what else is going on in the parliament toilet?
I know, right?
Because this is now almost the third thing we are hearing.
Wasn't it the
It's famous. There should be a reality show.
Parliament. Do you remember?
Old habits die hard. Unajua ulikuwa unavuta, sasa unavuta watu. Watu walikuwa wanavutwa hapo kwa kanjo mbaya sana.
You guys don't feel like it makes a lot of sense anyway going on.
A lot of stuff has happened in parliament toilets. A couple of months ago, there was an admission that when there was a bill being passed, people are being locked in toilets, people are sharing, I don't know what money is being distributed. Maybe we should just have TTT somewhere near the parliament news and we find out what the tea is, because clearly...
I mean, now that they're not allowing the media to go inside the house, the media
we
could
might
come
as well go
inside
to the
toilets. That's where all the action
That's where the real stuff is going down.
But I think we should tell the youth that vituka bangi, by the way.
That is true.
Si swag, si kitu kwa bada bangi mbaya. Unajua kuna best yangu alivutanga bangi mpaka akaanza kugotea inzi. Unajua nifikie malinzi inapita
ati bro uko na siku nne kuishi.
Nikuburuka tu.
No, ulikuwa umeanza vizuri quad.
Ni kweli. Yaani point yangu ni bangi ni mbaya.
No, it's true. We have to tell.
No, we do.
The youngins watching the show.
And it's so sad that the politicians are not. So let's be the voice of reason.
Mabuda naona tu ni
Oh my God, it's so funny, Maskin. Anyway, now still on the governor. So last week we talked about, there was something protruding out of the governor's pocket, and this week people seem to have, known for a fact what it has been.
VAR.
Yeah, the VAR. We viewed it. We have seen. And now people have, decided. But I don't know why did it cause such a stir? Why did people
Because
care
it's
so much?
January, we're broke. Yeah. We don't see stuff like that.
Okay.
We want people to be miserable like the rest of us.
I want to take this opportunity kwamba Sonko hiyo pesa. Don't want to waste this opportunity. Sonko popote ulipo, hiyo ilikuwa kwa mfuko. Nitajitafutia ya kukujia. Mimi jamaa na do, lakini hiyo ilikuwa sinema, si ndio?
I don't think it happened by mistake.
I don't think it happened by mistake.
Alilin tu akagundua niko na mapesa hapa.
You guys are men, we have dads. When your dad gets money from his pocket, it's folded in half.
Yeah.
Rarely does dad go to the ATM, withdraw money and puts it standing.
Yes,
Well,
like
also,
that.
we're all not very rich. We don't know how.
Well, we don't know how rich guys carry cash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe that was our dad.
Broke guys spoiled because that's okay.
Ati kunja hizo pesa zako ndogo zisionekane.
Kuna pesa ndogo na fold. Kama kuna mobs na stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Sonko was also sending out a message, that January sio kila mtu.
Sio kila
Ni
mtu.
wewe hauna pesa.
Pambana na hali
Tuseme
yako.
hakuna
Check
pesa.
Yeah.
zoom hapa.
Anyway, listen guys, now the other thing that I've noticed
Yeah.
is we also need to be very careful so that we don't normalize a lot of the things that we see our leaders doing.
Yeah,
Because
true.
it's not funny.
True.
I feel like it's not funny. You know why it's not funny?
Yeah.
Because the Daily Nation wrote an article about this young girl who didn't have fees to go to school, but when she was called to Form 1, she still went with a soap above soap.
Wow.
Because that's all she could go with
Wow.
to school. So I feel like, if we would love to showcase money, I feel like.
That's a better way.
But again, he also does help a lot of people. That said, the governor does help a lot of people.
Yes.
Yes, he does. All right, so now there's so much that took place this week. We also had we heard the unfortunate news of the passing of a legend. Oliver Mtukudzi left us. The man with the talking guitar, the gift from Zimbabwe, passed on this week on Wednesday, which happened to be a year after Hugh Masekela passed on. He also passed on the same exact day. Now, I know you're a big fan of Oliver Mtukudzi.
Yes. Rest his soul in peace. He left us with amazing music. I thought it was beautiful, in my own romantic way, that he died a year exactly after Hugh Masekela passed on. They were best friends. So there's that feeling, almost the same time, isn't it? So it's almost like the spirits are like, we need to be together all the time. Personally, this is just my views as Cindy. I was shocked. Oliver Mtukudzi was 66.
Yeah.
Oh.
He looked older, in my opinion. I thought it was like 80.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I thought it was 80.
I remember being so impressed because he performed for 3 hours and I kept telling everyone, this 80-year-old man.
Yes.
For 3 hours.
But he's always looked 80 for like the last 20 years.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
But
For musicians, at 66, I think it's still young. We all remember Bikidude.
Yes.
She sang until she was 93,
Wow.
I think. Yeah.
Her secret was chewing tobacco and other things that I can't say because
Funny,
it's
what's
not
going
the
on with
watershed.
just saying these things on TV?
It's watershed
Okay.
hour.
I thought that there was...
The other things that she was doing,
But-
you will say at 10.
Yeah.
Kitu moja ili stand out na Oliver is the timeless music. Like every time when you listen to his songs, it feels like it's still new, it's still fresh.
It's everlasting.
It's everlasting.
You know, most of us don't know that before now Oliver passed on, there was a time he got to, now he was not singing anymore. Now he was just playing and there was someone singing because he just wanted to be there. I think there was a problem with his voice or something. But at least he left us with a good music. We celebrate, we don't cry.
This is how you know
Yes.
you're old. You know, some people are like, Oliver who? Oh, Ninani? Like, guy.
Yes.
Go OD dance yourself to the corner.
He passed on due to diabetes. But his soul, of course, may rest in peace. And we send our condolences to the families and, of course, the thousands of fans who are watching us right now. We're going to be back with more right after the break. And welcome back. You're watching TTTT right now on NTV. Hashtag TTTT at TTTT at the Trend Live. We're busy laughing because a lot of people actually do not know who the late Mtukudzi is. He was a legend. Are you kidding me? His songs all had messages.
Yes.
He came out right after the Zimbabwean independence. He got, I think, how many awards did he have? He performed in festivals all over the world.
Yeah.
In fact, he released his 67th album last year.
Right.
67.
Yeah.
It meant concern. It was something. It meant concern. You know.
And he also did a lot of soundtracks for very many movies.
Very many.
Yes.
Imagine.
Yeah.
People have no idea.
And
Someone
people
is
have-
asking.
Mzinga gani? Gosh, mzinga na koste ngapi?
Lakini anyway, if you don't know who Oliver is,
2000 bills.
ujipe tu shughuli bagi,
No, you should be doing homework. You should be revising for mock exams.
You guys are silly. Anyway, so now I don't know if, you know, Cindy is always up to date when it comes to schools. Now, in 2014, St. Paul's Kiwanjani in Isiolo suspended 3 students for wearing the head covering worn by Muslim women because the school is sponsored by a Methodist church. Now, a parent complained about the matter, and the matter was taken to court. And the High Court, however, has sided the school, ruling that every school has the final say in what uniforms their students are to wear. Now, I know that we briefly touched on this last week, Cindy.
Yes,
Tukiwa na Butita pia. Butita alizusha sana. Shule unajua ilikuwa kubaya. Yeah. Bring bad memories.
Sisi by the shule yetu kitu naipendea ilikuwa walikuwa na allow kwe yourself. Tulikuwa class si ready in terms of ready. Unaona kama hiyo jab mamokorino wafunge hizo nini zao. Haikuwa ile ta issue.
Au ilikuwa shule?
Haikuwa ile.
Special school.
Don't focus on these pictures. Speak. No one even had that. It's just you. Continue.
Okay. Mimi nataka kuelewa ati ilikuwa.
Wachana naye.
Do you?
Let me do myself. So mimi nafikiria it doesn't need to be at schools have final say kuhusu kitu, but then we should all agree unanimously tuseme tunawapatia freedom kama jua sidhani in any way ina distract education. Naweza kuja na hijab. Unaona? Sababu mtu haezi sasa tolewa hiyo hijab aende shule na unajua according to religion yao inamaanisha ni deep sana, unaona?
But maybe on the other end I would also want to understand where the judgment is coming from, because you see what they are trying to protect is future occurrences. Like for example, yes, if you decide to you guys remember what was happening with the school buses at some point?
Yes.
That everyone now decided to go their own way. People were doing graffitis, writing very funny stories on the buses. So you're on the road, you don't know which one is the matatu, which one is the bus.
Right.
So they are just trying to, tomorrow someone will come, like there's an ongoing case about that Rastafarian girl, that wanted to be allowed with the dreadlocks in school.
She's now been allowed with dreadlocks, and that's why I say
Yes.
it's hypocrisy. One side, the Ministry of Education via Amina Mohammed is like, let this girl with her dreadlocks go.
Yes.
Here it's the High Court saying, no, the schools should be the ones with the last say. It's very unfair.
But if you
it
say
really
that,
is.
some people misuse that.
That's the problem. Yeah. If you give privilege, people start misusing.
You know what's going to happen? Now we'll have Christian schools, Muslim schools,
Yes.
which will cause segregation,
Yeah.
which in turn will cause other kinds of division that we really don't want to see. Uniformity is also accepting people as they are.
You know, my entire life, growing up, the first time I ever didn't wear a hijab was when I got to Form 1.
Really?
And my mom was so traumatized, she wanted to pull me out of the school,
Because they did not allow.
because they didn't allow. She's like, this is why. She's not covering now because of high school.
Yeah.
Look at them now. Anyway, but we're about to take a short break. I cannot believe it. I feel like time is flying.
Yes.
What is
Going
happening?
right past
What is
us.
happening? Do we have a
Going
minute?
like January.
No, just we take the break right now. I do want to talk about a very sad story coming out of Bungoma, depending on which side you're going to be looking at the story from. A 55-year-old man met his untimely death after he came home drunk after 9 p.m., demanding conjugal rights from his wife. And his sons couldn't have it and ended his life. We talk about that when we get back at the Trend Live hashtag TTTT. Oh my gosh, welcome back to TTTT. So Mujite is saying he's never, ever, ever shave his beard. It's still not growing. We don't know what to do.
Unajua kitu imekuwa inani affect.
Unbelievable.
But sasa hizi zimeanza kuja.
I think ndevu zako na pesa zako ziko the same thing.
I feel like it just got too serious, too deep, too fast, too quick. Pole, I don't know. Grow up soon. Get out of puberty, Butita. Join the rest of us.
Sasa mistake nilifanya ni kuringia wase. Tiliaka.
Listen, so now there's something that we have noticed as we go through our comments. Now, as we get feedback, we get a lot of feedback. We get a lot of love, we get a lot of hate, and we get a lot of in between. Now, Cindy, however, gets very bad comments, and her comments are usually, it's so weird, it's about your skin tone.
Yes.
What does that have to do with what you're saying?
I get negative comments about what I say, especially if it's politically, but more so because of how I look like. They're like, oh my God, you're so black. And then, you know, I'm like, but I'm African. Yes. This is Africa. I'm supposed to be black.
I don't know about you.
Oh my God, you're so Butita.
Yes, yes. You know?
Kwachi does not, he wants to relate, he can't. I'm kidding. No, but for real, that sucks. We have to talk about colors.
Bi hata siku hizi mtu akiniambiaga mimi ni black naona nganikana nigotea tu juu. Yaani mimi nimezoea.
No, but haifai kuwa matusi. Unajua haifai kuwa.
That's the thing. Anyway. We are Africans.
Yeah.
It's self-loathing for us to hate on each other based on our skin color.
Yuko anataka mtu mzima na suti yake ati sikuoni. Sikuoni.
Listen, anyway, other than that, at 10 o'clock, we're going to be talking about colorism, which is something that a lot of people go through in this country, but we never get to discuss it. So at 10 o'clock, that's what we're going to be touching on. However, before we took the break, a 55-year-old man lost his life. His sons, you know, were angered by the fact that he came home drunk and, you know, demanded conjugal rights. This is something probably that has been going on for so long for them to get to that point where now they feel like, we have to do something.
You know what I found interesting, Amina, is when I was watching the video, there was a kamama that comes after, you know, the story has been told, that she gives her side of the story, and there is nothing she said that was blaming the guy. Everything she said was like, no, the mama, ati tuache kufanya wanaume wetu hivi, ati when he comes home drunk, labda ni wewe bado na stress. There is, at no point did she speak about what the man, yes.
Wait, how is the man coming home late drunk my fault? I should welcome him.
Because you didn't watch Prayer Room.
War Room.
And I haven't watched it as well.
Yeah, so I think, and that's a discussion I was having somewhere with some people, that I don't believe first that theory that has been flouted a lot of times, that a woman is a woman's own enemy. It's just because of a few characters like those ones that make people start thinking that, kumbe. Yeah, you.
But what's your take as a guy, having sons kill the dad because the dad was smacking the mom around? What's your take? From a male's point of view.
First of all, there is no man that would let anyone disrespect their mom. I mean, your dad notwithstanding.
Yeah. All right.
I mean,
so Butita is not contributing. Anasema iyo si poa.
Nasikia. But one thing I think is that people don't speak out, because ndio hii kitu ifike bali ilifika. Inaweza kuwa ndio mzee alikuwa anaweza kuwa ameifanya mara mingi, ndio mpaka watoto wa resort to violence. But huyu madam kama alikuwa oppressed hizo time zote, sometimes to speak, usiogope. Unaona sengine watu huogopa mpaka inakuwa too much.
But you know, when you become a victim, you get into victim mentality, where it also affects how you express yourself and how you see the situation. You start blaming yourself. Do you know a woman tries to leave 7 times before she actually does?
But if you
don't for like 2 years. I left you 2 years ago. I'm leaving you today.
She tries to leave 7 times before she actually does. That's the average.
If you're out there, just speak out. Speak out. Usijifinya kitu kwa roho.
Anyway,
just speak out.
That is very true. You have to speak out and speak up, and it is not okay. No, it is not okay for someone to beat you. No, it is not your fault if someone beats you. No, none of that. Please go online and find out more about domestic violence and where you can go so that you can get some professional help. My name is Amina Abdi Rabar, Cindy, Butita, and of course, Quatch. We do this every Friday. We just waste your time for an hour, and then we have the 10 o'clock show. So make sure that you tune in. And then, thank you so much for watching. Bye.